Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Good afternoon. We're back for another BBS, Bondy Blue Show. Yes, that's what we're here for. Are you guys coming into the room? Are you guys liking? How are y'all doing today? I had to elevate my vibrations. I'm here though. What's up? We in this bitch, 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 we in this bitch. We in this bitch. We in this bitch, we in this bitch, we in this bitch, we in this bitch. Yeah, I'm doing better, you guys. Listen, in my life, if you did not know, okay? So the reason why y'all didn't get any videos after Monday last week is because by Tuesday night, I was in like physical breakdown of some sort. Like, I don't know what my body was going through, bitch, but I was having dizzy spells. I was really, really tired. I had been tired for a couple of days. And then I had chills that night. I didn't have a fever, but I had chills. And then after the chills were over, because that only lasted for like one night. That was over, sweated that shit out. Then I was just real tired and having headaches for a while. So I don't know what was going on. So I just came back from getting a COVID test. Fingers crossed that that's not what it is, because ain't nobody got time for that. But I feel great now. Like I don't feel like I was feeling at all. I don't have the headaches. I don't feel tired. My body is still kind of on some bullshit right now. And I don't know what that's about. But in case you missed it, I'm going to run down the video list as we wait for more people to come into the room, because I already know what it is. And y'all just taking forever because YouTube probably playing with the notifications. Okay. Bondy Blue is a name I came up with as a kid. I always kind of knew I was going to be somebody that needed a name. And one day when I was standing at the microwave making noodles on a Saturday night while watching Are You Afraid of the Dark and shit, I came up with the idea. I remember the exact moment. Yeah. I was like Bondy Blue. I was like, that's what the name would be. Because at the time, my favorite color was blue. It still kind of is, obviously. But that was when the idea came to me. So all these years later, I did YouTube and was like, Bondy Blue. And boom, bow, pow, there it is. Okay. So since Friday or Saturday, I have put up Married at First Sight, Sisters, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Growing Up Hip Hop, Bell Collective, Love After Lockup, and Love and Marriage Huntsville. All of those videos are already up right now. Okay, there was no Real Housewives of Atlanta this week. No new episode anyway. So here we are for a Bondy Blue show. And I'm happy to see all of y'all here. Okay. We're going to do a little roll call right quick, right fast. Okay. Urel, what's up, boo? You know, I made you a moderator finally. Raphael, what's up, honey? Hey, Devin, Shannon, Dahisha, or Dahisha, child, however you may pronounce it. Aisha, hey, love. Ash, Courtney, Devin, Mrs. Erica B. Okay. Sarah, poor Shakila, Chanel. Oh my God, Michael. Hey, Tayara. Hey, Lynn, Teresa, Honey Brown, Jessica Gilbert, B Benny, which is Brittany. Hey, hey, Blue Jasmine. Listen, I'm so glad. Kaylina, Storm, Disciple, Danielle Hunter, Clever Butterfly, Aaliyah, Teresa, Courtney, Nikki, 1321. Kimberly Scott, Mr. Grown, okay, Liz, Miss Good Grown, okay, Miss Georgia Grown. I'm sure that's what that means. Hey, Joy, Lava, Maurice, Jersey Girl. All right, listen, Shar, it's Latasha, TH. Hey, y'all, Ashley. Nickel Baby, what's going on? All right, just doing a little roll call. Brittany Montgomery, Sarah, what's up, boo? Brenda Hall, hi. Isis, look, just a little roll call so that everybody will know they are greatly appreciated for being in the room. Okay, so after we get through the topics, I'm going to bring in a fellow YouTuber which I'm going to keep, you know, as a surprise for right now. But I've been wanting to do this with him. It just, you know, escapes me. You know, we were about to do it right before I got sick, but it was like, oh no, Lord, I can't give it all I got. So we had to just postpone. And it was a blessing to be able to be off for that amount of days and still make money. The Lord is with me. He's my shepherd. He know what I want. Let's move into the topics, okay? First of all, the Super Bowl happened. Was y'all there for that? Did y'all enjoy it? Listen, I don't care about the Super Bowl, to tell y'all the truth. I don't care about Kansas City Chiefs getting their ass beat for the whole entire game by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't care about that. Okay? Do you know why I don't care about that? I don't care about that for one of the main stories that I wanted to talk about today, which is with the honey badger. This is Tyrann Mathieu. Okay, he went to LSU out here in Louisiana, so I already have like a, you know, a fondness for the honey badger. Okay, that's what we called him out here. And when he went to the NFL, I knew he would do great things because he's an amazing player. Like from high school to now, he is an amazing player. He said that Tom Brady, this white man right here who y'all like because he played football, I don't like him. I think he's a racist. He's a Trump supporter. And so I'm not happy to see him win anything again for the umpteenth time. But I also feel like it's not about the players. It's about what the NFL wants. And if the NFL wants Tom Brady to win another championship, then that's what will happen, basically, as far as I'm concerned. I don't believe that any of the shit that happens on the field is 100% the players. Just don't. So y'all know Tom won with his disgusting ass. And apparently things got heated between him and Tyrann Mathieu. Y'all know what he called him. Tyrann is respectful and mindful enough at this point in his career because he's went through a time. Like, y'all, he went through a time when we didn't know what he was going to do, okay? And the honey badger shit was on the field and off, okay? But he got his shit together. And this is what he said on Twitter after the game. He called me something I won't repeat. But yeah, I'll let all the media throw me under the bus as if I did something or said something to him. Go back to my previous games against TB12. I showed him nothing but respect. Look at my interviews about him. I show grace. Okay? And this does not surprise me. And I think it's funny that this is like one of the main stories I'm seeing after this huge Super Bowl game that bored everybody to fucking tears. Listen, it was boring. It was a boring game. It was on in here. Was I paying attention? Hell to the no. I wasn't paying attention to the game. But I did see, you know, the halftime shows and all of that. But the reason why is because of, hold up, let me show you. This mother right here. I am not a fan. I do not like him. I feel like he is exactly what I think he is. And him saying whatever he said to this young man, and this young man not calling him out for real, not saying he called me an N-word, just shows that he's smarter than people give him credit for. Because somebody that was reckless probably would have went out there and put that shit on blast thinking they was doing something and it would have harmed their career. He's still trying to play. That's what this is about. But he still felt strongly enough to still put it out there. Even if it was a post and delete. I deleted it. Okay? But we caught the snapshot. Either way, like I said, doesn't surprise me. Let's move on. Okay, the most interesting and entertaining thing about the entire Super Bowl situation was these beautiful people right here. Jazmine Sullivan, who sang her face off. Okay? Her face off. They did a rendition, okay? Like they did a reimagining. I really feel like she was trying to be in the mind of Whitney Houston by reorchestrating the music in a way. I think the collab was amazing. What is the man's name? Something Church. I forgot the man's name, y'all. I don't listen to country music like that, so I'm not about to pretend like I care or know. But I'm going to just say that they did great together, but we all know who we was really here for and who we was really paying attention to and rooting for and that was Jazmine D. Sullivan. And Jazmine D. Sullivan did that. Okay, that's what I have to say about that. I didn't have any doubts. I wasn't confused about any of this. I knew exactly who Jazmine Sullivan is. I don't know her for her works, and her works are the vocals. I knew she wasn't going to disappoint, and she didn't. Her, first of all, I had to get this clear picture because the Jazmine brand had me fucked up with some of the screenshots they had on their site. Okay, had me entirely too. I said, bitch, you mean to tell me you couldn't get you an HD copy? As good as this girl look, I wanted you to see. Okay, I wanted you to see. Okay, the makeup, the ponytail, the swag, the essence, the energy. In this picture, I felt like depicted that the most. Not only did her singing give me chills, but the guitar solo. The guitar solo. Y'all don't hear me. The guitar solo. Okay, listen, I'm the type of person that love a good guitar solo, bitch. Okay, there's a song by the Isley Brothers. Okay, is I'll Always Come Back to You, Voyage to Atlantis. Is that what it is? I can't remember which one it is. I think it's Voyage to Atlantis, but either way, there's like a minute-long guitar riff at the beginning of this song that always sends me, okay? And I mean sends me, meaning that whatever my mood is, hearing this music will automatically alter it, okay? So something in me gives for a guitar, okay? And a solo. And when she got up there and did her thing so effortlessly, I don't think I've ever seen a woman who is the lead sing and play guitar and be about it on some Prince shit. It was some Prince shit. The way she was like, just kind of like, yeah, bitch, I'm here, but I ain't really here because I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so cool and I'm doing this so eloquently and fabulously and I'm so masterful at this shit. I look like I'm doing it and I'm barely giving a fuck. Like she. And that's the way Prince used to be. Like, Prince used to hit that shoulder when he was playing the guitar, okay? And the hair, you know what I'm saying? But it was almost like I'm about to walk off out this bitch, but I'm still playing down. Like, she did that. Like, I was amazed. I love. Now, let's move on to the Weeknd. I'm gonna just say the most disappointing thing about the Weeknd's performance is the fact that the Weeknd spent so much of his own money for this performance. I'm just trying to understand what this was gonna do for his career. I don't understand why you would spend so much of your own money on a Super Bowl performance. Do they even get paid for those? Like, I feel like they do, but then sometimes they don't. Like, I don't know. I think it depends on the artist. Either way, I just kind of felt like that was way too much effort. But I also feel like this was a huge advertisement for his new album that just came out. So that's what this was. This was basically a little mosh posh concert and the advertisement for the Weeknd's new album that just came out. I don't know how it's doing. I don't know if it's selling. I don't know how the folks was feeling. Thank y'all for the cash, the super chat, Lord. Y'all know what I'm saying. Thank y'all so much. I see y'all. Yes. Okay. Because y'all know you got to go to another place in order to get to the pictures and shit. Okay. I just kind of felt like it was okay. They don't get paid for the performances. Yeah, that's some dumb shit, man. That's some dumb shit. But I felt like visually it was entertaining. I just don't like the fact that he was trying to make me dizzy and shit. I was like, why are you trying to make the people watch and throw up? Like, there was a portion where he was just, Thank you, Urel. Appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you so much, Storm Disciple, for becoming a member. I'm going to send out a link to the Discord after this live is over. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. I just felt like the Weeknd did a good performance because he, I didn't hear any cracks in the vocals. And I think the performance was well thought out. And I think it was I just think he did a good performance. I just don't know if I enjoyed it. I just don't know if it was for me. But I also don't like The Weeknd. I don't want to grade him too harshly when at the end of the day I wasn't gonna like the shit to begin with, because I don't really like him all that much. Like, it wasn't never gonna be like that anyway. But I did, right, the black male dancers, and there were a lot of things visually that I thought were very impressive, and I think he put on a great show. And if I saw, if I was forced to see him in a live show, I would feel like I got my money's worth. Like, I'm gonna just say that. If he was trying to copy Missy Elliott. Yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of people emulate Missy. Missy is a GOAT, and Missy is someone that has not only created a style in the way that she performs, in that weird eclectic aspect, but also being hip hop and being cool, which is like a fine and hard line sometimes. And I think Weeknd oftentimes falls on the corny side of that line, but it's okay. I think he did a good performance, because I don't think it's easy to get up there and perform and sing and stay on cue and hit all your spots and with the camera and all of that type of shit. Like, I think he did a good job, because I see the effort behind it, not because I was all that much entertained by it. I'm gonna say it like that. But shout out to The Weeknd. He did that shit. Good for him. That's all I got to say about that. Let's move on to a little update, right quick, right fast, with these two. Okay, with this situation that has us so upset. Chad Wheeler's crazy ass, that thick ass neck. Okay, so the girlfriend of former Seattle Seahawks offensive lineman Chad Wheeler is pushing for him to get jail time after he allegedly brutally attacked her. As previously reported, Chad Wheeler has been charged for allegedly physically assaulting his girlfriend because she refused to bow to him. He allegedly dislocated her arm, choked her, and smashed her in her face during the altercation. All right. He pleaded not guilty amid facing charges for first-degree domestic violence assault, domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, and resisting arrest, according to ESPN. He also released a statement on Twitter apologizing for his actions and announcing his departure from the league. He said, "Events happened over the weekend that transpired from a manic episode. I am deeply sorry for the pain and suffering that I caused to Aaliyah and her family. I apologize profusely for the turmoil that I have caused to my family, teammates, fans, and those closest to me. The most important thing right now is that Aaliyah gets the care she needs and I get help. Both are happening. It is time for me to walk away from football and get the help I need to never again pose a threat to another. I cannot express my sorrow or remorse enough. I am truly ashamed." He could get up to 9 years in prison if convicted. He is currently out of jail after posting a $400,000 bond. Now, according to the documents obtained by Seattle KOMO News, his girlfriend wants him behind bars. She reportedly attended the hearing wearing an arm sling as someone read a statement on her behalf. "I want you to know that I believe that as long as Wheeler is not in custody, I am not safe. Chad never called the police after the assault, even though he thought I was dead. Now, Chad is out of custody, staying in a hotel, watching this play out on social media. This current status places my safety at risk, and I do not believe that a protective order or a condition of release is sufficient to keep me safe." At the same time, Chad Wheeler's lawyers want him to remain in Washington State and wear a home monitoring device. His trial is set to begin April 6th. So obviously, this is something afforded to white people. All the allowance that's been given to Chad Wheeler. This is definitely for white folks only type of shit. I'm sorry. But he thought he killed her, and y'all aren't charging him with attempted murder? Or attempted manslaughter or some type of attempt on her life, and not just domestic violence. I feel like that really kind of lessens what he did to her. And for her to say she doesn't feel safe even with him out of jail, it makes me feel like it was shit that had been done before for her to feel like this was not just a manic episode. This is who you are. Also, he chose to stop taking his medication from what we've been told. He was supposed to be on medication and he chose to stop taking it. So to me, that makes you even more viable in the assault. And I'm not going to look at this as an isolated incident where you just lost your shit. Like, no, we're not going to do that. I think it minimizes what was done. But I wanted to give y'all an update on that situation. He's still staying at the hotel while this lady is out here, scared for her life, wondering if he gonna pop out from behind the mailbox or some shit. Like, that's not cool to me. And I feel like if she were a white woman, his ass would be in jail. And not even just that he's white, but also that she's not white as well. Like, both of those things play a part in why he has been allowed to basically get away with this shit. Like, not saying that, consequences won't come, but staying in a hotel while this is going, really? Oh, okay. Casanova is in jail, and I feel like they don't even have evidence that Casanova actually harmed anybody, just that he was involved in gang activity. It does not necessarily mean that they have evidence that he did something. Like, they have evidence that this man damn near killed this lady, and he could be out here on the streets. But Casanova, who's on social media most of the damn time, needs to be in jail. You got to stay with it. Anyway, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it so very, very much. Y'all, that topic really annoyed me. And then I want to get into Andrew Gillum right quick. Y'all, I haven't been talking about this situation because I wanted to stay away from it, in all honesty. I wanted to stay away from it because I thought it was messy. Okay, I don't see nothing wrong with people being bisexual, even though I don't believe that's what this situation is. I think that's a easy way out. I think that's a way for him to retain his reputation in some way. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at him coming out and just saying I'm bisexual, but I don't believe that. I think that's the nice, neat story to the fact that you are probably, really more into men than you are into women, and your wife was, a cover for you. As a black man, I don't think it would have been that easy for him to get to where he had gotten if people knew he was gay. If he was an openly gay man, I don't think he would have gotten as far as he got in Georgia. Sorry. It's hard out here for a black gay man. And I just don't believe that would have been easy for him if he had not had a wife, someone to be a representative of him fitting in to the home, to the not homo child, to the heterosexuality that is required of people, in public office. Y'all be really caring about shit like that for some reason. I don't give a shit. Honestly, I would much rather everybody just not give a shit about who people are having sex with, so they don't feel the need to be all sneaky and nasty about it, fucking people in bathrooms or getting in situations like this. Like, this is something that you get yourself into when you can't just bring people to your house. You know what I'm saying? Things can always be handled best at somebody's house. But you at a hotel, it's so quick for somebody to call 911. So easy. You know what I'm saying? If they at your house, I think it's a little bit different. But because, his wife was at the house, he couldn't be out. Look, he couldn't have a dungeon. I'm going to read to y'all what they say. All right, look. So the male escort involved in Andrew Gillum's Miami night scandal is breaking his silence and sharing his story, okay? As we previously reported last March, former politician Andrew Gillum made headlines after he was found intoxicated in a Miami hotel room with crystal meth and two other men. Nude photos of the former mayor of Tallahassee not Georgia, Florida. I'm sorry, y'all. Florida, same difference. Laying on the hotel room floor were leaked online as well. And it's so funny because, like, I'm thinking in my head he went to school with Q and still said Georgia. Sorry. According to Andrew Gillum, he did not knowingly take any drugs that night. Lies. That is a lie. And believes that his alcoholic drink might have been drugged. Bullshit. You were going to have gay sex. So you were definitely going to take those drugs to help the sex be, easier, first of all, to take, like not as painful, and also for it to be more pleasurable. Like, you're not about to bullshit a bullshitter, sir. However, according to the male sex worker who was also in the hotel room, Travis Dyson, this young man here, that isn't the truth. Look, during a recent interview with GQ, Travis Dyson claimed that Andrew Gillum passed out in the Miami a hotel room because he was under the influence of an ecstasy type drug mixed with alcohol that he knowingly took himself. He also said that he met Andrew Gillum a few weeks prior to the incident off of a gay dating app, Grindr. Listen, I know about I feel like I want to bring Chris in specifically for this subject matter, but then like is that fucked up? Is that fucked up? I mean, listen, are you on Grindr, Chris? Like, we just gonna bring Chris in. Fuck it. What you say, Chris?
Hey.
Let me get these off the screen. Hey.
Oh, hey. Jeez, I have so much to say. Just thank you for having me, for one thing. I mean, and I have like a fellow New Orleanian, and then like they hear your voice, like, you know, I'm homesick all the time in New York.
Yes.
So I never hear a New Orleans accent. So love to hear it. But yeah, I am not on Grindr. That is too many
oh, I love you.
Too many white people for me.
Okay.
I prefer of color. Let's just say that.
Yes. We like to have a hue. Come on.
For the people that's not familiar, Jacked is more so for where you can find men of color, particularly black. And then Grindr, you'll have the you'll have more so white guys, black guys looking for white guys. Which is why, you know, Andrew Gillum, I'm not surprised. Am I saying too much?
No, I love it. Please.
Let me look at the comments right quick. Let me see.
Listen.
But yeah, what I was about to say. Oh, Grindr, yeah, that's what you would find on Grindr.
Okay.
So I think that was all kind of a setup anyway to me.
So you think the situation itself was a setup?
Yeah, in the beginning, yeah. I think was he already trying to run, or he couldn't anymore?
He could again, but it was over.
Oh yeah, well it's definitely over now. So yeah.
See, that's the thing. This is why I feel like it's so much better when people are honest. At this point, like in 2020, in 2019, 2018, I feel like even though I know it's hard, I think if he would have been honest beforehand, he would have had a better shot. But now that this has come out in this way, it just makes it so hard for people to forget that you was ass out, you know, face down, spread eagle, you know, throw up next to you, passed out because you couldn't handle, you know, your playtime cocktail. And it's sad to me because I feel like he really has something to offer.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he would have done great for Florida. He would have changed a lot of things. He almost won. It was so close. And it would have changed the climate, and it would have changed what Florida is for people. Do you know how many people would love to live in Florida but will not move there because of the politics that are involved, the way Florida acts towards black people? So it's disappointing. And at the same time, it's like a lesson, I feel like.
Yeah. And Florida is just a mess right now. I think it really does need to be sawed off the United States. No offense if you live in Florida. I'm just saying.
You see
the Method Man? I don't see it.
I do.
Well, thank you.
That's
I was just telling Alex in the last episode of Pop Roast, like Method Man is fine.
Okay. Listen, when we were talking about Wendy and him, I was just like, why is everybody acting like this is a surprise or something like that? Baby, he used to be high all the time and he was young and broke and all of that. And Wendy was cute in the face and had nice baby hair and shit back in the day. Don't do Wendy like that. We seen them videos from back in the day. Do not do Wendy like that. She may not have the best body, but I think sis was definitely giving face and hair back in the day when she's probably slept with him. Okay, look, she had hair under them wigs back then. Listen, don't let the black, you know, lip liner that she used to wear. It was a style. Don't do that. I feel like anybody that could have got it. You know what I'm saying? As far as Method Man is concerned. So I just kind of feel like, girl, who wouldn't? Like, what's? And then I would have definitely told people too. I'd have been like, yeah, what?
I want Wendy to leave that man alone though. Like he already outed his wife having cancer, I think it was like a couple years ago.
It wasn't a couple years ago. It was more than a decade ago for sure.
Still, that's so reckless because I think her own family didn't know.
Listen, I feel like somebody had to know, because how did Wendy find out? Like somebody had to know.
He was fucking. Well, can I curse on here?
Yeah, of course you
Oh,
can.
okay. I'm not sure.
You know how I get down.
Oh, yeah.
Feel free. I'ma just say this about that. Yes, that was fucked up to me that she put that out there and they didn't want that out there. But at the same time, it's kind of like, well, bitch, at some point, you know, people were gonna know that you had cancer. It's not like that was something you was gonna be able to hide forever. Yeah, it shouldn't have came from Wendy. But at the same time, that's not like the worst thing that somebody could put out there about somebody. Like, it was true, it was happening. She shouldn't have did that shit. That was some messy shit. And now that I know she was having sex with Method Man, I almost feel like it was some underhanded shit, even more so. But since then, she hasn't said anything about Method Man like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that his wife needed to respond, because, girl, anybody who could have had your man was gonna get your man, girl. Like, just for that moment, if they could, they was gonna go after. Even to this day, like, I feel like people are probably throwing vagina at Method Man wherever he goes, and it's just really up to him to be like, I'm not doing that no more. Because if you counting on these women to have respect for you when it's like somebody like Method Man, girl, the women who have respect for themselves don't care about you in those moments.
To Wendy's credit, like, I mean, I don't think it was malicious on her end. It's just she just got a big ass fucking mouth. That's and honestly, Wendy's life right now is the karma that she's gotten from
absolutely.
My review, I was so surprised at the overwhelming response from my review, because I was like, damn, I got more, this video got more views than I have subscribers. But she took out some stuff that I just thought was very like sequential to her story. Like, she took out her whole first marriage. Don't know what happened during that. And I remember Wendy Williams back in the day. Like, I don't put your age on blast. I'm 85.
I'm 88, and
you're not okay. You're not that young.
No.
Wendy was mean back in the day, like savage. Like, I think they Disneyfied her story.
I'm gonna say this: they definitely made her more likable in the movie, but I think it was also to show the insecurity that was always there. But because we saw it from the other side, we weren't aware, and I think they were just trying to show us what was really going on with Wendy as Wendy. But I feel like she had to be like that. I mean, to do what she was doing, you have to kind of be on rah-rah, because people are always on rah-rah with you. Like, people were showing up outside to kick her ass. Like, you want me to be nice?
For good reason.
I mean, no. Okay, so I'm trying to understand why you're upset about her saying that Puffy not paying y'all. He wasn't. Like,
it was embarrassing. I think like Total was like they were in their prime during that time too, and to know that they were getting paid
about that shit though. Come on, like, that is why it was news. Y'all are at y'all prime, and he's still not paying y'all.
Yeah,
like, somebody needed. There are a lot of things that she was saying that I felt like the shit was gonna come out anyway. But I still feel like, yeah, I wanted to know that. I'm not about to sit up here and act like like,
I'm not sure if you saw her interview with Robin, but Robin was like, yeah, me and Whitney thought about pulling up.
Yes, I saw it. I saw that. Yeah, absolutely. I was there for that. She was giving me everything in that moment. She was like, oh yeah, we was gonna pull up. Yeah. And I was just like, I wish y'all would have, but I'm glad they didn't, because we didn't need that depiction of Whitney at that point. Right. We need Whitney outside with the wig shaking and a finger in the air. Bitch, come outside. we didn't need Newark, New Jersey like that. But what I will say is, I feel like people spend a lot of time being mad at Wendy for just being the black person that was doing the shit. Like, think about it. Like, white people were already talking about they shit. They shit, you know what I'm saying, is in tabloids. Yeah. People, you know, Howard Stern, like, they were already doing that. It's not like nobody was ever gossiping on the radio before, but it was just that it was somebody black doing it. And I feel like, you know, about the hip hop community, they felt like they dirt should have been able to stay quiet. And I just kind of feel like, why do you feel like that? Right. Like, I don't agree with that. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the stuff that's talked about is shit that people really should know. You should be careful of Diddy if you're gonna model for him and stay at his house. You should be, you know, worried. You should be aware. Like
hip hop back in the day, I mean, it was a lot of mess. Like they were very lucky that social media was not around because when I worked for I won't put nobody's tea out, but I know you love Amanda Seales, but yeah, when I used to work for, well, she blocked me now, but you know, I love her to death. When she told me that, you know, she could write a book saying your favorite rapper ain't shit, and I believe it. Like there's a bunch of rappers that I know back in the day who we always like top 5, like all of them ain't shit because they used to do some wild shit back in the day.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Like my favorite rapper ever is Biggie. And I know that like you only started being a good person when you was about to die. Like, like you was a terrible person up until then. Like all of y'all were like colorists. All of y'all were disrespectful to women for no apparent reason.
I mean, did he allegedly put his hands on Kim?
A bunch of times.
Yeah. And then Tupac, I mean, yeah.
Protective of him though.
Yeah, I mean, lyricist. I mean, I love Tupac. I'm just saying, you know, like
it's like, what did Pac do? Because I feel like that whole little
it was like attempted.
It wasn't him though.
Oh, it wasn't him?
No, like what came out about that was that it was his party. He knew the girl. He knew the guys there.
Right.
They did that to her. It wasn't him, but it was his party and he was there.
Oh, okay. Well,
it was kind of like it was him that did it and all of this type of shit. From what I understand, I could be totally wrong, but from what I understand about that situation, it was like a setup. Yeah, somebody said it in the comments. It was like a whole little setup situation. It wasn't that he really took advantage of a woman. And that's funny because I felt like that so didn't align with who he showed up to be in so many different instances.
Right.
But it was a guilty by association type of thing. But I also feel like he might have been the only one that if I'm disrespecting a woman in one song, I have to come out with a song that also uplifts them as well. You didn't see that. You didn't see a lot of that either. So that's why I feel like they killed him in all honesty. Like I feel like that was somebody that eventually was going to like be aware of everything and then start speaking it to everybody. And then because he was who he was, people were gonna listen. You know,
he was so young just to think about it. Like
26 when he died, I think.
Crazy. And I'm like 35, so it's just crazy. Like hearing someone like dying like that young and at their prime too.
Right. So let's move on from that.
Well, you know Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, no. Please go ahead and give your opinion on the stuff that we already talked about, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
Yeah, so Jazmine Sullivan, I mean, I thought she did great. And of course, like everyone else, I think like I wanted her to be by herself, but the thing is, I think the powers that be would thought that her being with that man with country, I don't know his name, her voice would be more palatable, like having him there instead of just having her by herself.
Right.
And I think to mainstream, she's still not that big of a name to them.
Right.
To them.
Right. To them. To white people. We mean to white people.
Right, exactly. They thought that she couldn't carry that big weight on her own for some reason. And also for the Weeknd, like I hated it. Like, I really did. It was boring. I was like, where's the stage presence? Where's it, like, is he gonna like have that same outfit on the entire time?
Right.
And I'm a House of Balloons fan of the Weeknd. And then I kind of fell off once he got popular. Then, like when he had the, I forgot the Beauty and the Madness type era. I like that too. But other than that, I was like, why is he performing? Who chose that? You know? Oh, thank you. I'm CDI, GGI1. I do like pop culture and stuff like that. I'm also on Alexander Rogers' channel for Pop Roast if y'all interested. Anyway. Also, some tea. On the Weeknd, you know all those like many people that was running on the field?
Yes.
Apparently they weren't paid. They were all volunteers.
Apparently nobody was paid, honey. They say the Weeknd wasn't paid neither.
Right, but look at this schedule because I snapshotted. So it was a mandatory rehearse schedule. All together from the 28th of January to the 4th of February, it was 31 hours of rehearsal time. And then game day was a call time from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Fuck that. You better pay me. I'm sorry. Like, even if I am going to be like not that big of a role. And then I wouldn't even brag to people. Like, I mean, I don't think that's a flex because you have babies on your face. No one can tell that's you.
Yeah, like
I could point over there and say, like, I was there.
Right. That was me right there. See? Like,
Right.
get the fuck out. Like, okay. I had well, I'm trying to understand then what did he spend his own money on? Because he spent some of his own money. I talked about it last week. I'm trying to remember exactly how much it was.
The wardrobe, pyrotechnics, the choir, the band, all that. Maybe the pyrotechnics and shit like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he spent $7 million. That's what I thought. I was about to say that, but I wanted to make sure. $7 million.
Mm-hmm.
Simoleons on that shit. And I just will say that I feel like some of that needed to go to them people. I'm gonna say that. But what I will say is that I feel like it was dynamic. Even though I wasn't that interested in it, I feel like the sets and, like you said, the pyrotechnics and so many people. It was a lot of people up there. Thank you so much.
Just him. I couldn't do it. Just like he didn't even have a guest or anything. He could have brought Ariana Grande out. He could have brought Drake out. Somebody, you know. I really think the bar has been like lowered significantly.
First of all, this sexy man is Chris. Okay, he is a fellow YouTuber. He does pop roast with Alexander Rogers. If y'all did not know, all right, he is my fellow New Orleanian boo.
Yep, born and raised in New Orleans. I don't have the accent, unfortunately, so
it's okay.
Well, I still say hungry and monkey. Like
there's certain words.
Yeah, certain words.
Yeah, for sure. And there's also like a cadence to the way we talk sometimes as well.
Yeah.
I've not noticed that. But you know what happened? I was getting out of my accent and then I came back home. And when you come back home, it's so hard to like stop doing it and to hear it sometimes. Like I catch myself and I'm like, damn, bitch, pull the accent back.
And it's crazy though. Just a little backstory of me. When I was young, like I still talked proper, and unfortunately, you know, I grew up in the hood, in the jungle area. You know what it is? Where Haynes, where Acadian, Dorset.
You say Haynes?
Haynes and Bullard and Reed.
Yes, no, you know that's why. My neighborhood was off of Zalman and Reed.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, like back in the day, you know, talking right is talking white. So I was seen for that. And then, you know, all I had was like, you know, dark skin. They would call me the white person of the crew.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I got rid for speaking proper or speaking white or talking white. My cousins actually did it to me. And they did it to me at such an early age that I started to correct it.
I did too. I was like, what else was that?
Exactly. And I did that until it really did just become the way I spoke, and I had to think about speaking correct English, whereas it wasn't like that at first. I didn't have to think about it. I just spoke that way. And, you know, as time went on, like I can remember my parents correcting me, and it's like, you don't need to correct me. I know the correct way to say it. But at this point, I'm not trying to get picked on by all of these cousins. It was too many cousins.
Right. Oh my God. I'll be bullied by my cousins too. Almost had to fight.
Because some of them watch me. I love y'all though. Okay, all my family that watch me and act like. And
on my dad's side, if my family's watching, cousins on my dad's side, not y'all. I just had to make that correction. My family watches me on YouTube now.
Okay. Yes. All right. So we talked about the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we talked about Andrew. Okay. So real quick, I want to talk about Nick Cannon. Okay. So I don't usually talk about when people get coronavirus.
Well, you can say that on here?
You should be able to.
Oh, like, okay. You know, Alex be like, oh, don't. I was just like, okay.
Like, I mean, it's news. I mean, like, how are we not supposed to say it at this point? It's like, you know, cotton, the fabric of our lives at this point. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you so much, Kim. All right. So I'm mad. I lost my spot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nick,
thank you. Thank you so much, husband. Can you come warm my coffee since you're listening? Sorry, y'all. Thank you. You're entertained. I appreciate that. Anyway, so Nick Cannon got the Rona, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
But the real big news about this is that Wildin' Out returns, you guys. Like, I am so happy.
I'm not sure if I want to say my opinion on that. I don't want to choose violence today.
I want you to have a difference of opinion. Please come on here with a difference of opinion. Please don't tell me about everything. But
I can't stand Wildin' Out. I really can't. You know, I hated that what all happened to Nick Cannon because he was on his Hotep shit. I get it. But I was low-key glad that Wildin' Out was not on TV anymore. I was just like, oh, I hate this show so much.
I love it. Let me tell y'all what happened. Me and Lyric was in here just watching it the day that they took it off. It went from we gonna wild out to West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground where I spent most of my day. Like, I was like, what the fuck? We was watching, and I was mad because I was looking forward to that next episode. But I don't care what nobody say. Like, it depends on who they bring on as the guests. But I still laugh and have a good time with Wildin' Out. There's nothing.
I think Nick is so damn corny. Just ever since I saw his ass on All of That, I mean, I was mad that he replaced Kel. I was like, who does he think he is? He is not funny. So it's been a long time since I hated Nick Cannon.
I'm glad he apologized because I wanted them to bring Wildin' Out back, and it's not even.
He's not stupid. He's gonna apologize.
Oh yeah, it's not even about him though. For me, it's not about like the Wildin' Out is not about him. To me, Wildin' Out is about all of the people who are funny and who can really, really rap, like Carlos and huh? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And you know, some of the other people that I really like on there, that you know, DC Young Fly and all of them, like stupid ass little boy.
I cannot stand him either. Oh my god!
I'm like,
if low hanging fruit was a person, that would be DC Young Fly.
That's messed up. Sunken singing everything. I swear, y'all don't have no love. Anyway, we'll have a difference of opinion about this, but I'm happy that we're coming back because I love it. It's one of my favorite shows to just like put on and like watch. Just put on. I don't really, you know, I'll be editing or something and you kind of like zoom out and then you zoom back in. And then, you know, you back at what you're doing. It's one of those shows for me. Chico Bean is my favorite. Chico Bean. I love when they do the old school rap shit. Like but I'm an old school rap head and I like rap and I like
I'm old school R&B. Like that's all I listen to is 90s R&B and some hip hop, but most R&B.
I'm there with you though. You know, my background is in the R&B, but the hip hop is you know, that's who I is. Like I tend to be a hip hop head. Okay, so we talked about that. Wildin' Out is coming back for those of y'all who care.
Ooh, I know. I want to know your thoughts on Gorilla Glue Girl. Because so much is coming out. They're saying that she's thinking about suing Gorilla Glue.
Girl, go to hell.
I was like, what? This was not an accident. She did this on purpose. Like you put adhesive that's like meant for like appliances and shit like that in your hair. And they already have her on the radio interview saying that she knew that it was Gorilla Glue. And, you know, I'm not I don't know anything about hair, but she said that she was out of this thing called Gots to Be Glued.
Yes, so, I know what that is.
Okay. So she put that in her hair instead. And yeah, she thought she was going to be able to wash it out. And, you know, it was laid, like super laid.
I saw it. I've been keeping up. I'm a break. Okay. It's a challenge now, I see. I just want to say that the Gorilla Glue Girl is the crack epidemic in New Orleans or in Louisiana, period. Like that, she's a product of that. Like you gotta be a crack baby, and that's no disrespect to the crack babies that's not this dumb, because I know y'all are out there. Don't get it. Listen, No disrespect to y'all, but what happens when you do drugs during your pregnancy and have a child, and your child come out and do something like figure out that she gonna go under the kitchen sink to get an adhesive so that her hair won't have any flyaways. And I just kind of feel like if you was out of the got to be glue, then put you a scarf on and take your funky ass down to the hair store, because nobody lives that far from a hair store down here. Mm-hmm. Nobody. I could, if I wanted to, I could literally walk to mine.
I can walk to Sally's Beauty from my mom's house.
Listen.
My mom still lives on Reed, and I shouldn't be saying that, right?
Don't do that. That's not. They don't know, but let's not.
Yeah.
Okay. What you gonna drive up the street until you think you see somebody that look like her? Like, but still, whatever. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, I just feel like this is the drugs. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is, and I feel like. I'm kind of annoyed that she got a blue check. Like, I'm out here working my ass off on social media and, you know, doing YouTube videos for over a decade and ain't never got a blue check on there, one of these social media platforms. And a bitch that damn near like lost her scalp. Okay. I don't even know. She might still need new scalp. She might need a transplant after this.
And she got to go for me too.
She got what? A GoFundMe too? Oh, so not only is she getting a blue check and what, 30,000 more followers on Instagram than me, but now she has a GoFundMe and people are getting money from.
I think she made at least like 8,000 now.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
I'm offended. I'm like, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm offended, because that might have made you laugh for like a good 2 seconds or so. Bitch, I make y'all feel good like at least 5 days out the week over the past decade, bitch. And I put up a GoFundMe and everybody act like I'm begging. This bitch actively puts Gorilla Glue on her ponytail and now her hair is glued to her motherfucking scalp. And that is enough to get people to give you the amount of money that I need to get my flow fixed.
You know, just life ain't fair, you know.
She can go to hell. She can go to hell. They all can go to hell.
I don't like the national attention that it's receiving too. Like, it just made TMZ today. I was just like, oh Lord.
I'm tired of y'all. Y'all tell us that we can't put out people who do this for a living, people who spend time doing videos and making Instagram posts. Y'all tell us that we thirsty if we put our fucking Cash App in our bio. And it's something that people ask of us all the time. So if we put it in the bio, it'll be easier for everybody to find. And y'all tell us we thirsty for that and we wrong for that. But bitches who do shit to intentionally inflict harm on themselves for nothing other than views.
Right. It's like the Tide Pod thing all over again.
Yes. Or the bitch who was licking toilet seats. Do you remember the bitch that was licking toilet seats?
Yeah. Or someone who was licking ice cream.
Yeah. Oh, was that Ariana? No, that wasn't Ariana. She licked donuts. Never mind.
Yeah. She licked the ice cream and put it back in the freezer.
Yes.
Yeah.
That shit that made me feel unsafe.
And this was right before Corona, like a couple months before Corona happened.
That made me feel so unsafe to go to the grocery store when y'all hoes out here doing stuff like that. I was so glad when they was like arresting people for doing shit like that. I was like, please arrest these people. That shit is not okay. I don't care about social media this much for y'all to think that's okay, for y'all to like endanger people's lives and shit by going into the grocery store and putting your nasty ass cum guzzling mouth on the food that I'm about to purchase. You nasty ass okay, listen.
I am so glad, like, usually Alex has to edit me. So it feels great. I'm trying to hold back, but okay. I know that I can be free on here. Oh, wow.
Oh, please do. Yes, I love it. Okay. Next topic.
Speaking of doing shit to yourself.
What?
What do you think about Uzi Vert with the Infinity Stone?
Why are you bringing that up? Why are you bringing that up?
Because
do y'all know what Uzi Vert did? You know what, Chris? Why don't you go ahead and explain, and then I'll find a picture.
So, Little Uzi Vert, this is a Gen Z rapper, I would say. I was about
Child,
to say he's
somebody
by
that
but I don't
obviously
know.
mama was doing drugs at some point.
Huh.
Like,
But yeah, he said he spent $24 million on a pink diamond. He's been trying to like pay for it in installments since 2017. So
bitch, I'm sorry, installments?
yeah, he said he's been paying for it since 2017, and it costs more than like his house, his Bugatti, all his other cars combined.
I am dead to the motherfucking floor that he actually like thought this process out and set up a payment plan for this shit.
Yes, he wanted to be Vision.
So, do you know exactly how this diamond is encrusted into his forehead? Do you understand it? Can somebody explain it?
Right, he got a doctor to do it. One of MJ's doctors, it looked like, because they didn't really care for his well-being.
Okay. So how many $1 million?
24. 24. Like, the thing is, like,
Uzi Vert can go to hell too.
the infection. It's not like, how are you going to clean that? And what if someone like yanks it out? You're going to need security around you all the time. You can't just go anywhere by yourself. Like, you're going to need 24-hour security detail whenever you walk out the house.
Lil Uzi Vert has that anyway. He also trained on go. I don't know if y'all pay attention, but him and his little tight jeans always stayed like, ain't nobody about to touch me because I'm going to fuck you up. Like, he gives that vibe.
Oh, well.
I'm just saying, I've seen him like out and about and people be with the shits and Uzi be like the most relaxed person in the room. Like, I wish a motherfucker would. Like, he really be on that energy, which makes me feel like on top of the crazy, there's probably like crazy, you know, crack strength or somebody that can just jump out of nowhere and like, you know, like Tommy Davidson on Ace Ventura 2. Do y'all remember when he jumped out of the book bag and all of that and he was like, like that's kind of probably what will happen if somebody tries to snatch that diamond out of Uzi Vert's forehead. But I just kind of feel like the waste of money, the detriment to your body and to your face, the stupidity, there's so many words that come to mind about this shit, but for the most part, I just want to say go to hell for wasting $24 million on that shit. You
In a
get
pandemic.
straight to hell, sir.
It's an egregious display of wealth.
It really, and here's the thing, people was like, nobody says anything when white people do stuff like this. Yes, we do. Yeah. If we catch wind of it, we do. Now, whether we care or not is the real question. Sometimes we don't care. Sometimes we don't care about what Marilyn Manson is into. Sometimes we already, like, nobody's about to go there with you, Marilyn. We already know. We listen to, you know, the corn. Like, we know what y'all are into over there. So finding out that you wanted to kill your old lady is not very surprising to me. But that's not news. But yes, the little black rapper that switches his, shoulders and has a with JT, which I still don't understand, but something tells me he must have a third leg down there because that's the only reason I could think of for somebody like him to be wearing out JT of the City Worlds, okay? And that's what I hear. I hear that's what happened between the two of them.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss. I think it's stupid.
With him mutilating his body with like gemstones and Azealia Banks cooking cats, I just, it is what it is. We have our freak shows on our side of the culture.
So these freak shows.
Oh, don't get me started.
Listen, let me read it and then you can go ahead and go in. Okay. So production for T.I. and Tiny, okay, they little TV show. Y'all know I was gonna review it. Has been put on pause amid allegations against the couple. Okay, a spokesperson for MTV said, "We are aware of the allegations, and while they are not connected to our show, we have reached out to T.I. and Tamika Harris as well as local and state officials. Given the serious nature of the allegations, we have decided to suspend production in order to gather more information." I'm kind of aggravated about this because I was looking forward to seeing the other storylines, not theirs. But the Me Too movement has also called out T.I. and Tiny, and Soulja Boy as they face sexual assault claims. The organization released a statement titled Open Letter in Defense of Black Survivors, condemning the alleged actions earlier this week. The letter begins by referencing recent allegations against the celebrities, noting B2K singer Raz B's claims against Chris Stokes. Yes. And T.I. and Tiny and Soulja Boy, and compared the accusations to R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, which honestly, the situation with Soulja Boy is very much kind of on some R. Kelly type shit.
Huh, I didn't hear about Soulja Boy.
Oh, Soulja Boy has had more than one instance of him like kidnapping and sexually assaulting girls who he's either dated or who have been assistants for him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, well, because he won't let them leave his house, so he'll like keep them from leaving. Like that's so that's basically kidnapping charges. Okay, so it says a woman identified as Jane Doe also recently took legal action against Soulja Boy with allegations that he sexually assaulted her several times. She claimed that he held her hostage and didn't pay her for the majority of the 18 months she worked for him. She's suing for sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, infliction of emotional distress, and damages for the alleged unpaid wages. She wasn't the first one. The first girl who called the police on him, they ended up doing like a raid of his house, and that's how he got put in jail that last time, because he had guns or some shit in the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's like a level above Trey Songz. Like almost.
How?
I mean, you heard about all the allegations against Trey Songz.
No. What
yeah, like he like had some type of assault from some chick. Remember when Kiki was like, I told y'all.
Yes.
Y'all. And there was somebody else. She said like he didn't let her leave or something like that.
See, I feel like there's a fine line between dudes who think that girls are playing hard to get and dudes that are totally ignoring their room, like, you know, not reading the room at all, like whatsoever, and think that just because they are who they are, that there's no way a woman is actually telling them no. You know what I'm saying? And right. I feel like Trey Songz is probably along those lines. Soulja Boy is just somebody that I think is crazy, has mommy issues, wilds out, and you know, acts erratic. I feel like we've seen it on the reality shows that he's been on, like the last time when he was on Marriage Boot Camp and the thing that happened with Nia Riley. So I just kind of feel like, I don't know if we want to compare that to the situation with T.I. and Tiny, because somebody actually called the police on Soulja Boy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like charges. Hello. The situation with T.I. and Tiny, to me, at this point, is still...
It's still alleged.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's still alleged. There's not any proof. And when we ask for proof, y'all say that we victim shame it. And I said, bitch, point out a victim. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Now, what I will say about Tiny and T.I. is just, I'm kind of a little shocked about Tiny, but with T.I. it's just seeing his behavior, how he, his thoughts, you know, concerning his daughter, the misogyny, like, he's a male chauvinist to me, so it's not that far-fetched of me to think that, you know, those allegations are true. And we all know that they invite girls in the bedroom. We all know that. I think they admitted it at some point. And then it didn't help that Tiny's best friend, the Gucci girl, she was crying over Gucci.
Shakuna. We're not going to pronounce it properly because she's going around getting people's YouTube videos taken down.
Oh, okay. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry.
The fluffy, the fluffy, you know, biscuit can shaped bitch. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like apparently, like she basically confirmed that they have women come and go.
Okay.
In the relationship.
Well, we know that though. I feel like that's not news to anybody. I feel like for a long time now, we've known that they like to do threesomes and they like to, you know, get the strippers and bring the, you know, the strippers in and all that type of stuff. And I feel like that's their business. If everybody's an adult and is okay with being involved, then I don't see a problem with that.
I guess in the drugs, that's the part.
And here's the thing. If everybody wants to do the drugs, I don't see a problem with that either.
Correct.
Okay. But if people don't want to do drugs and you slip it in their drink or force them to take it, or if a person does pass out and they think they're about to have sex with you and they wake up and somebody else has had sex with them, these are all things that then make that problematic. And to me, if everybody's loaded, if everybody's high, if everybody's just mosh posh doing whatever, then there's much, it's likely that things like that are probably taking place. So I don't feel like it's a lie as far as, or I don't think it didn't happen, but I just feel like I need somebody to not only talk through Sabrina Peterson. I think for me, I feel like she was involved in it. Now you coming out trying to prove points and shit. I don't know if I can trust you, bitch. And it's not because you're a black woman, because I'm a black woman. To me, it's because you were involved. And it was all well and good when he was taking pictures with your kids not too long ago. So for me, I feel like it needs to come from somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. And when that happens, then I'll, see how I feel about that. But all in all, I feel like they probably, for the most part, is grown people that get other grown people and sex workers and people like that to do whatever they want to do. And I'm not surprised by Tiny, because there's a piece of me that feels like there has to be something wrong with her for her to be with a man that is like that thinks
I totally agree.
So, it doesn't really surprise me about her. But I will say that when he spoke, I'm not going to lie, what he said was believable. When he was like, listen, we do what we want to do and all of that type of stuff, but we're not forcing anybody to do anything. Everybody that wants to be involved, what we involved in, everybody is cool, with what we doing. When he came out and responded, I'm not going to lie. Like, I honestly did feel like he was telling the truth. Okay.
Right.
And it's not to say that things have not gotten out of hand or things have not happened, but the idea that they're like out here bitch slapping people and just, take these drugs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I believe it to that level, but if it is true, then, if y'all got some proof, get them hoes. Like,
right. Like, I'm just not, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, not at all. Not at all. Okay, so wait a minute. Hey Bondi, I love the chemistry between you and Chris. Y'all both hella talented. Thank you for this. I appreciate it. Okay, so Cardi B, you guys. Cardi B is my last topic. I feel like I didn't get a screenshot, but y'all know what she looked like.
The Up video.
Yeah, she came out with Up. Oh, that's not the last subject. We're going to talk about Malcolm and Marie as well before we go.
Damn, I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Oh, I'm mad.
Know, right? I'm going to watch it. I was actually going to watch it today and try to review it because it's so polarizing. Like, either people love it or they hate it. So I have to look at it now.
I don't want to fully review it. I just want to say that I had an appreciation for the dialogue, for how beautiful it was shot, for the house that they were staying in, for their acting capabilities. If you're somebody that can stick in with like basically theater like dialogue, you know what I'm saying? It's what I think about when I think about theater, where two people are just, in one setting and you're going through like this amazing dialogue that kind of keeps you on your toes if you're paying attention. So I'll just say, like, be prepared for it to be mostly dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like a one setting.
Yes, one type of situation. But I did enjoy it. It did have its laugh out loud moments. It did have its moments where it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that most people will enjoy if they are down for that type of artistry. If that's not your thing with the a lot of people didn't really feel One Night in Miami, which I feel like is along those same lines. If you don't like that type of thing, then you probably won't really enjoy it as much as those of us who do. But it was really, I enjoyed it. I think it's good. And it reaffirmed for me that Zendaya is my little juvie crush. Okay, that's my little juvie crush, because I know she's younger than me and all of that, but she has an energy about her that makes me feel like I will fuck her. And then John David Washington, I'm always wanting to say that name.
I didn't know that was Denzel's kid. I didn't know.
I knew, but I didn't know at first. Like when I had seen him and hadn't known, and then I found out probably when the Black Klansman came out. That's when I found out who he was. And then now I can't unhear it. He may not look like dad because he looks like his mom to me. But the way he sounds, the way he talks, his voice, if you didn't see him, you would think you were listening to his dad.
Denzel.
He sounds
Okay.
that much like Denzel. It's crazy. But he's so talented, and him wanting to like not be known as Denzel Washington's son, I think makes him even more impressive as an actor. Like they did an
Look,
amazing job.
as much as white people do it, like you better embrace that nepotism. I'm sorry. Like
I
you got
think this
all
is
these people in the industry.
listen,
I think mom and dads.
I think Denzel probably helped him without, because Denzel helps a whole bunch of other actors too. You know, he helps other upcoming actors. That's something that we've seen Denzel do previously. So I feel like if he did help him, it was in a way of, this is not my son, but I'm just helping another black actor that's coming up. I appreciated that because I feel like people probably wouldn't have fully listened to him or been as open to him if they was like, oh, that's just Denzel's son. Oh, he gonna try to act. You know what I'm saying? People would have taken that negatively. So I appreciate him kind of wanting to create a name for himself first and create some separation and then be like, you know, this is my mom and my dad or whatever, you know.
Right.
But he earned it. But back to Cardi B. Back to Cardi B. So I enjoyed the song. It's 2 minutes long. I think it's a bop. I have played it multiple times. I watched the video like 4 times in one sitting because I thought it was so dynamic. And I love like how the girls are doing the video. They really bringing back people being excited for videos. Like people have not been really excited for videos in like the past decade or so, at least not to me. But Meg's videos, Cardi's videos, Doja Cat and Sweetie's video that they have, my best friend, that shit was super cute. Like I definitely am feeling the vibe with the girls, you know?
Yeah.
They say she stole the hook. This is not the first time Cardi has gotten a hook from somebody. I think people are very unclear on how the industry works. If a producer makes a song and they send it out to several people, people
Right.
are to make songs with, you know, the samples or with the hooks or whatever that they've heard. But ultimately, who the producer ends up selling the song to is who will probably get the rights to it. And then, you know, because lesser artists, y'all can come out with y'all shit, but that doesn't mean another bigger artist is not going to snatch the beat and then their song is going to be more heard than yours. But
Right.
Up and Stuck, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't care what anyone says. Cardi ate in that video. Argue with your mother. People love to downplay her and act like she isn't putting in that work when she keeps proving herself. I agree.
Right. Like how many times are people going to try to like marginalize her? Like she's here to stay. I am sorry, Barb. She is here to stay. Like she puts in that work. And I respect that. When I first saw her, I remember I probably have the Instagram video. When I first saw her on Love Me Hip Hop, I was like, who is this ignorant girl? You know, I didn't care for her, but like I saw her story. Like once she like read Peter Guns, I was like, I like her. Yeah. Like I like how she stood up for herself and really called him out. Yeah. So when she came out with I think it was one song before Bodak Yellow.
We got beef forever.
Yeah, that. So
rain down on that bitch twice.
Yes, rain down on that bitch twice. Yes. I'm gonna listen to that after this.
Yes.
So she came out with Bodak Yellow, and I was just like, this is undeniable. Like this is her moment, you know. And unfortunately, you know, she got into it with Nicki. Blah blah blah. I'm not gonna say anything about Nicki right now because I don't feel like choosing violence. So I like the video Up. I think it was really creative. Cardi always gives a visual, and she always has stage presence in her performances, unlike some people, which is crazy. But yeah,
exactly. I'll say it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Nicki might be the better rapper, but she's not the better performer.
Right.
And
I don't like how people keep moving the goalposts for Cardi and moving it back. Like, oh, so lyrics matter now for Cardi, but it didn't matter for when she was with Remy. First, it was with hits. Like, you don't have hits.
Or it doesn't matter with all of the male rappers that are garbage who y'all listen to on a daily basis. Throat Baby? Y'all
Right.
love that shit. It's the wackest shit ever to me. Y'all love that shit. Y'all sing it, y'all dancing videos to it. A dude talking about taking advantage of your whole throat, and you out here loving it. But Cardi comes out with a song, and now everybody wants to be on, they lyricist tip. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. To
We got
me,
7 different versions of Future right now out. Like,
okay,
we can have Cardi,
okay.
we can have Nicki, we can have all these other rappers. Let them do what they want, you know?
Listen, I think Cardi is a good artist because I feel like she's like Rihanna. She makes good choices in the songs that she picks. First of all, which is not an easy thing because you see so many people that don't make good decisions on the songs that they put out. The songs might be a bop for a second, but they don't have long lasting power. Or they might go gold, but they don't go platinum. They don't go number one. Cardi is really good at picking out songs because Cardi actually really likes hip hop and listens to music. And to me, that is what I noticed about her when she was on Love and Hip Hop. Everybody thought it was just for play, but over time, I began to find that she actually listens to other rap music. She listens to other artists. She is into it in a way that I'm a fan of the music, so I want to do it to the best of my capability because I like how good rap sounds. She's
likable.
She's very likable. She's fun. And I also feel like her ability to not only be popping by herself, but to, get with Offset and be popping. All of that good mess that they had between them, all of that shit is good for her profile. I don't care what nobody say. Yes, nobody wants to be with a dog ass dude, and I'm so glad he didn't got his shit together.
But Beyonce did it. I mean, they both benefited from that. Jay-Z benefited and Beyonce benefited. So
exactly. And I think that's another thing that, to me made her smart. As far as I'm concerned, keep that profile up because as soon as people don't care anymore, that's the issue. But I love how she shows up in the music. It's not just about the bullshit on social media. It's not just about what's going on in her relationship. Cardi is going to sit back and wait until she finds the great song, and then she gonna come out with that bitch and knock y'all heads off like she has done every time. People can say what they want to, but y'all was out here writing think pieces about WAP. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I did the choreography out this bitch. It was a hit. And she continues to do that. And the fact that people was like, oh, she's just gonna be 15 minutes. This has been the longest 15 minutes.
Right.
Okay. It is damn near 4 years of this long 15 minutes.
And for the people that's going to call her an industry plant, I mean, let's be consistent. If you don't like industry plants, then you better not be bopping to Rihanna then. Because Rihanna, in back when she first came out, was an industry plant. She was basically she was a blank slate for producers and songwriters.
Yes, because nobody was really on her with that Pondy replay shit. Say what y'all want, but I was like,
it took her 3 albums, and I love Rihanna. Y'all don't attack me. I love Rihanna.
No, but Umbrella was the first time that I started paying attention to Rihanna. Is when Umbrella came out. Ella, and that was when she had the little short haircut. That album was off the chain. I bought that album, and I also like the fact that she switched into rock a little bit, which I grew up really liking. Like I like my little 90s grunge girl rock music. So I have an appreciation for the sounds. Okay.
Oh, it's funny. Like being in New Orleans, like all I was like subjected to was like bounce and rap. Like I didn't listen to any white people until maybe 2001, 2000. Like all I listened to was like, Partners in Crime,
real New Orleans,
Wayne, the Hot Boys, Big Timers. Like it was so New Orleans back in the day. It was either black music or that white people shit.
Okay. All right. For me, I was always into movies so much that a lot of movie soundtracks is what got me. Like, I think the first time I really got into white people's music that wasn't older white people, which is more of a white soul type of thing. My dad. Yeah, no, not that. But like, that's what I was into growing up because that's what my dad liked. But as a kid, the Dawson's Creek soundtrack, the first one, volume 1, that was like my intro into it. And then after that, it was like all of the soundtracks from all of the movies that I used to watch, like what's the movie? With Melissa Joan Hart in it. I forgot about the name of the damn movie, but there was a movie that had this fire ass soundtrack to it.
Can't Hardly Wait? No, that's
No,
not.
not Can't Hardly. It was the one where her old best friend who lived next door, she prettied him up and made him her boyfriend.
Keep All That? No, that's not it.
No.
Damn it.
Oh, it's gonna aggravate me.
Anybody in the comments know?
Look, somebody got to know down here in the comments. Blue Crush soundtrack was dope. Yes, we talking about white ones. Drive Me Crazy. Yes.
Oh, okay. You know they knew.
Crazy. I just can't sleep. That was the Britney
Spears. She was in that video. You know,
yes.
I didn't discover Britney Spears until 2002.
Really?
2002. Like,
yeah, I was on her in the 90s, boy. Like that first when her, Christina Aguilera, NSYNC, the Backstreet Boys, like they did a tour. I remember. Look, that's also because I went to a school with white kids. So because I went to school with a lot of white kids, I listened to what they listen to sometimes too. And because like the funny part about it is when I was in middle school, most of my friends were the white kids because the black girls for some reason always wanted to like dislike me. Even if we was friends at first, even if I ain't did them shit, eventually it was like the black girls created a clique and it was me and these two white girls, Jessica and Helen, and then my little white boyfriend who was hood as fuck from the 7th Ward.
wow.
Like it's the funny part, right? Because you would never think it because I'm such a pro-black person.
What school you went to?
I went to St. John Lutheran on Canal Street from what? Like what is it called? Not kindergarten. Whatever the shit is after kindergarten. First grade. Look, nigga been out of school so long. Nigga. I mean, no, I said it first grade. From first, because I was at a black school. It was very important for my parents for me to be at a black school when I was like coming up so I can be nurtured around black people. So I went to St. Peter Claver first. Then I went to St. John Lutheran. And then from St. John Lutheran, I went to Xavier Prep.
See, I went to 35.
I went to Easton after Xavier Prep though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like from kindergarten to like senior year of high school, it was 98% black. Like when I went to LSU, PWI, that was culture shock for me.
Oh my God.
That's when I really lost my accent.
Bruh. LSU, I never felt safe on LSU's campus. I don't know why. It just always
LSU back in the day with their purple and yellow, their purple and gold Confederate flags. That was the time I went. That was the time I went. That was before like Black Lives Matter. That was before like problematic shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mess. Look, we're not even that. That's a long time. Right. For another time.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. But is there anything else you would like to add? Because that's it. That's all I had for the subject matter. I just wanted to say that as far as Cardi stealing the song, that to me that's bullshit. If it's up, it's stuck is a saying. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
There are only so many ways you can say that shit and it sound like a bop on a fast-paced song. At the end of the day, like homegirl said, take her to court if it's that deep. Okay.
And they're not gonna win.
And you're not gonna win.
You got the money to play in court.
Oh, wait a minute. That Britney documentary. Yes. Somebody wanted me to watch that and review.
I need to watch that tonight too. That's what I'm gonna watch. Malcolm and Marie and the Britney.
Oh, are you gonna watch Love and Hip Hop though? Are you gonna review it? Y'all know Love and Hip Hop is coming on tonight.
I told Alex I'll leave Love and Hip Hop to y'all. I'm doing Basketball Wives, Hoop Dreams and Heifers. That's what we call it.
Damn bitch.
Well, you froze on me.
I did.
There you go. No, there you go. Okay.
I'm here.
Oh, you know what? I'm so excited! I got my edibles ordered today. That was the highlight of my day.
Listen, he live in where are you right now?
I'm in Harlem.
No, in New York.
In New York?
Yeah. I didn't know you were back in New York. Because I know
I've been in Harlem for 7 years.
Thank you, Simon God. No, I know you were just, back and forth for a while. I know you went to Vegas, right?
Oh no, that's Alex. Alex went to Vegas.
Oh, I know he's there, but I thought that you were there with him for a little while.
Oh no. I was just going to visit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but you just went to visit. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. But I didn't know if you were like, hopping around kind of how he was at first.
Oh no.
New York.
I've been in New York the whole time.
I might have to check that documentary out. Did anybody watch the Whitney documentary?
I want no more Whitney stuff. No
I
more.
don't either.
Let that woman rest.
I didn't watch it for that reason, but I ain't gonna lie. Like when I saw dude do the interview with her and Diane Sawyer on Instagram, you know how he like does the impersonations with the video behind him. He did one of Phaedra in them on Real Housewives. Child, when I tell you, I was like falling on the floor laughing at him doing it because he did the, you know, the.
Oh, I saw that.
Is it? Listen, I want to do that so bad because I watched that interview so many times. I watched the interview. I mean, I'm thin, Diane. Like, is it, Diane? Listen, we don't do crack, okay? I make so much money to ever smoke crack, okay? We don't do that. Crack is cheap. We don't do that. Crack is whack, okay? Listen. But I didn't watch the documentary, but what I will say is that I am tired of them exploiting her, and I wish they would stop. I miss her, and sometimes I watch the documentaries just to see footage of her that maybe I haven't seen before, or to just see old footage of her because I miss her so much. It's so funny how you don't know somebody, but as a little black girl growing up with Whitney, it was such a huge thing. And let's, you know, the music and the movies and being the voice, like it was such a big deal to see her growing up. Like I was a little girl in my room listening to the Bodyguard soundtrack. It's a huge deal for me. Oh, yeah. So like, you know, I miss her often. I miss just seeing her. So yeah, that makes me
feel that way about Aaliyah. Like I miss Aaliyah till this day.
Child, it was Helen, one of the white homegirls from middle school, that called me and told me that day. She called.
Oh my God, we all knew where we were.
It was a Sunday. I was at home and she called like, "Oh my God, Brittany, did you see what happened? Put it on MTV." And I put it on MTV and I was instantly like in tears. And my dad is like, "Oh, so what, you want to send flowers?" I was like, you know what? Fuck you, okay? Because when
you, Dad.
Died, okay, Otis Redden died or somebody, okay, you probably felt some type of way. Let me have this. I was terrible, but like, ain't your daddy like an asshole? Laugh at you when one of your favorite stars dies, nigga. What are you laughing for? Like, terrible. Right. Anyway, but yeah, it's just a whole situation with the artists that we've lost that we feel like we shouldn't have.
Oh yeah.
Somebody said something in the comments that I saw. Oh yeah. I didn't want to talk about it because I know we don't talk about when people die because I just don't like to do that on my channel. But I did see that Fly Tatted from Black Ink Crew, Chicago, committed suicide, and I got so sad. That was like one of the first things I saw this morning on online. And you know, he was new to the show. They only had like that one season before the Rona hit, and he, you know, had his like issues. You know, he had just got out of jail. He was really trying to like get his life together, and I liked him. You know what I'm saying? And I followed him on Instagram, and he had spoke to me before, and he just kind of seemed like a really sweet person. I don't know why, something about him just made me feel like he was very sweet. And to find out this morning that he killed himself, that just really made me sad and made me, you know, because I was just like looking at him on Instagram because somebody else from New Orleans had passed away who was in like the tattoo industry. Had just passed away. So I was like just looking at pictures of him online, and to find out, I was just like, wow. Like, so y'all check on y'all strong friends, check on y'all people out there, and make sure that they're doing okay during this time. Oh yeah, because, oh my God, that just broke my heart. I'm trying to see what else they're saying in the comments. Hey, Jay Lee. I have been binging Jay Lee's videos lately.
Oh, you got 1,100 people in here.
Y'all better like this video.
I guess I can promote myself while I'm on here. I have my own YouTube channel. It's CDIGGI1. And I'm also on Twitter and Instagram. Please follow me. My Instagram's fun. So. Yeah.
And he makes drinks on his channel as well, which I love.
Wait, what happened?
You make drinks. I was saying you make drinks.
Yeah. I love making drinks. It's combos and concoctions. Yes,
I love to watch those, to be honest, because I'm always trying to get lyrics to make the stuff that you make. I really like those though. So y'all
love some alcohol.
Yes, y'all follow Chris on social media platforms. Go follow his YouTube. And do not forget, tonight we are doing the panel on Scotty by Nature's channel at 8:30. Y'all can come in here, talk about the reality shows and everything. Okay, so I hope to see y'all there. Thank you for that, Urel. Urel is on it, being the best moderator ever right now.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. Hold up, let me put up Chris's YouTube. Okay, so y'all can copy that.
Thank you.
And you already told them where they can find you, but tell them one more time.
Yeah, on Twitter and Instagram, you can find me CDIGGI1. And I do Pop Roast, which we do with Alexander Rogers. We have a podcast. It's on Spotify and iTunes. And you can find it on his channel on YouTube, on Alexander Rogers' YouTube page.
All right. We was on here for an hour and a half.
I know, right?
Ain't got no more. I'm so glad you were able to come on. I know it was kind of short notice, but as soon as I felt better, I was like, I got to make sure I, bring Chris in.
Oh, yeah.
But
I'm feeling better. I hope I can come back again. This was fun.
This was fun. We're definitely going to do this again for sure. Like maybe we'll just have like a 1 or 2 topic video and I'll bring you in and maybe some other YouTubers and we can, have a little discussion. But I appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you, Chris, for joining me.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see y'all in the next one, y'all.
Bye.